No. Oh,
This is crazy!
We have sex.
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 We have sex. We have sex.
When was the last time everybody had sex?
Today.
same.
Yeah.
We tried this morning, but something died. 2 weeks ago, only because I'm on my period right now.
Why not period sex?
I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta do
What? Any kinks that you guys like? I don't know.
I love a little dirty talk. I love a little little role play moment.
I like degrading and choking and stuff like that.
Feel it.
Yeah.
We're into like sensory deprivation.
Yeah.
Like,
Light
Very
bondage
cool.
tie up stuff.
Oh,
Okay.
Anybody ever try to use ice like while
I have not, no. I think I would like heat a little more than like cold.
candle wax.
I don't know, I'm scared of getting burned too, but.
If you guys are comfortable with it, try some like hot chips, like some hot Cheetos or something.
I love that.
What in the world? Like, I honestly do not know what they're talking about, but I'm gonna let them rock.
Eating a girl out with hot Cheetos and ice, and I just that didn't sound like something somebody who is not a virgin would say.
Why don't we go the line and share your
That's
first
true,
time
though.
having sex with your partner?
That's a good one.
That's cute.
It was on set.
Yeah.
What?
On set.
Yeah. On set where?
For a company.
Oh God.
And they were like, we're on set? What does that even mean?
You know
We're
what that
on set
means.
now.
Yeah, we're on set now, that's true.
First day we went to Cane's, and then right after we went to nothing.
For us, it was like a month into dating. We both had like pretty rough past experiences, so we were trying to just do everything
Just because
right.
Jared McCain, if he became zesty and wore lipsticks, and he even has my name, so we are.
And healthy.
Be good about it.
Yeah.
He thought I was gay for a very long time. Well, it is. I mean, I was with girls majority
So you're
of the
bi.
time before him.
Bi.
And then one night he was like, okay, so do you want to or not? And I was like,
This was
yes,
also-
I do.
I was also living at her house for a week beforehand, trying to not, and then it was worth it.
I just feel like they were kind of awkward with each other.
They weren't very shoulder to shoulder like a lot of the other couples were. What was your guys' most
Oh, me neither,
uncomfortable
you know what I'm
sex
saying?
moment, most awkward if you had any?
We don't really have that many awkward moments because we laugh a lot during sex anyway.
Yeah, I feel like that's how it is after some time. You just get to a point
laugh
where
it out.
you just giggle.
I think for us was when his mom walked in, coming home from work. It was right in the living room. She opened the door and then just closed it shut. And ever since then, she knocks the door before she walks into the house.
Eddie was super quiet, so it just felt like she was kind of taking control of the situation. So I didn't feel that connection really.
And they weren't holding hands.
They
I
were
caught
not.
them not holding hands.
They were not.
Everybody else was.
After we got together, going on set and working, I feel like it was really
that's true.
different because now we had an intimate connection versus just work.
That doesn't
Yeah.
mean anything, dude.
Were y'all hooking up before you got together?
I mean, I guess we were getting
Yeah.
paid to do it.
There was one time where I was about to throw up.
Yeah, that was really bad. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I ate food afterwards, and I was so full, and I was the motion just kept on making me dizzy.
What's been your riskiest sexual moment?
Elevator.
Oh.
What? Because it's not even. Not only is. I mean, there's a decent amount of space, but elevators don't last for that long. It's maybe a minute max, depending on if you're going from the bottom to the very top floor.
It was at my job, and it was kind of just one of those buildings where it has multiple buildings inside of it.
Yeah.
But it was nobody really used the elevator, so it was always really risky every time, and then we did it more than once. Thankfully, nothing happened to either one of us.
I'll vote for you if they think so. Yeah, because I'd vote not to.
We tried to give them a little hint, and I will say I think we were a little bit quiet getting right on here. I don't know if it was awkward for her, but it was definitely awkward for me getting on this type of set versus one that we're used to with the directors we're used to.
I'd rather get on that other set than get on this with everyone who's.
Everyone's favorite sex position.
I like to be on top.
I like doggy.
That's fine with that.
I like when I'm on my back and my legs are up and he's like on top, a little bit like eye contact. I think that's really cute.
Missionary, yeah.
That's the thing is eye contact is the most
Yeah,
essential thing. Like you can do it from the back if you're like, but you're like doing that.
Yeah.
It's a bit awkward. So yeah.
She was
Taking
kind of
notes.
new at sex with women.
Yeah.
And so I've been teaching her what I knew before.
Yeah. Learned a lot.
I got a question. Are any of you guys religious at all?
I'll put it like this: I believe in God, but like it's more in a spiritual sense.
That's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like
Yeah.
how I am.
I grew up really religious, but I think where I'm at now, it's all more just like spiritual. And
Yeah.
things like that.
I don't practice religion personally. I don't practice it.
What do you guys consider to be sex? And like, do you consider your virginity to be lost, or like,
Yes.
how does that work for y'all? That's an
It's
interesting.
exactly what
That's
it
like
Yeah,
the
like
Stacy
what-
question.
Honestly, at the end of the day, it's up to everyone's like personal definitions, because like it doesn't matter what I think for you or for you or anything, but like to me, like oral sex isn't sex to me, because
I
it's
know
like,
that.
you know, that's a snack.
Yeah.
You know, that's something
That's like
tasty.
for
It's a tasty
Yeah, that's like the appetizer. She made a little comment, and I was like, oh, it's just a snack, it's just an appetizer, and she was like, it's a tasty one, and I was like, ah,
Yeah, me
okay.
too. I was
I
like,
think
what?
you're trying a little much.
Have you guys ever had a pregnancy scare?
For us, no, because my parents found out I was having intercourse and having sex. So, like, I automatically went on birth control not that long after I have the implant in my arm. So, I never, even with, like, that 1% chance, like, I've never had any sort of scares or had to worry about anything like that.
And Plan B.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
and
just about
Plan
to
B.
like,
That helped.
we had a Plan B moment, like
Was it like where it was like every other day, like you felt like, because for us, like when we started, like I didn't want him to wear a condom because I wanted to like actually feel like that connection.
right.
And so because of that, we were buying like Plan B like once or twice a week.
Same thing. Yeah.
She said something about Plan B and just taking it so many times. I feel like someone that has had sex multiple times and knows about Plan B, you're not supposed to take it that often.
Sometimes she would take a
No,
pill and
it's
I'm
not
like, come on,
good.
let's go like 3 times.
Yeah, like might as well get the use out of the pill.
They were very, very reserved, just in this very extroverted group about sex. They didn't really have too much to say.
They're like
We
the-
know
like
our
the
stuff.
We
wildest
know our
ever
stuff. We're
group.
open about everything, so it's kind of like maybe we were too open and knew like what we wanted to say when we wanted to
it was
say it. So I feel
definitely
like
that.
that was like the bluntness is what got us out.
If you guys think that the mole is still within the cube and you want to continue playing, raise your hand on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's them.
I can't.
Get them out of here.
What would y'all say, like, how do you think it's changed from the first time until now?
Basically, like going into our relationship and stuff, I like had this sort of idea of sex that was very like, I didn't have that much experience, and it was sort of like I thought of sex as like a performance.
I think it was the same for us. Like I had like very like rough experiences, and I didn't want to like replicate that when we started being together. But then we were just like very safe with each other, so I think it changed a lot. And like it's just more playful now, I would say.
What about for y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are into a lot of things, but at some point she started to squirt, and
Okay.
we didn't even realize that was something that could happen for a long time, because that's like some, you know.
What about you guys, too?
What I mean?
We keep it
What I
innocent,
mean.
but that makes it super like I used to like with previous partners. I would be very like into like the like tying up all that, and then with him he's more reserved.
I know
and
it's
that's
vanilla.
made it.
That's okay,
It's made it
but
so
it's-
much. No, it's made it so much more like intimate.
For a second, I was like, maybe they're
What does that actually mean?
cousins. I don't know, like beautiful
I see.
brown-eyed babes, like both of them kind of gave.
They do have
bloodline.
similar features,
I want to get to know your guys' sex life a little more.
Whenever, like, she's in the mood, we go.
Yeah. I feel like we should talk more about like what your kinks is.
My kinks.
Yeah. He's really aggressive.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Why are you doing him like that?
Like, he has tied me up, and I was dead scared the first time, so I was like, okay. And then he got me into slapping and and stuff like that. I was like, beat me more? Sorry.
But they just have like a sort of interesting chemistry that I'm not really
There's
sure
something,
about.
yeah, there's something there that like I can't really pinpoint.
All right, a little less than 2 minutes to figure out who the
Oh
liar
my
is.
god.
Ask the dirty questions.
Yeah, nasty question.
Do you, maybe we should kiss, guys?
Yeah, should we all just start?
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, wow.
Wait.
This is crazy.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
You got me?
You did
You're
that.
white. Wow.
We can demonstrate this all day.
Okay, wait, are we
Let's just
going?
keep, this is fun now. How about actually cut the camera?
What about this? If you want a real question.
All right, 30 seconds.
Do you think sex is essential for your relationship to be at the point that you want it to be? Do you think it's necessary?
Yes.
That's a good ass question.
You should answer too.
I think that it can, and I think when you do have a healthy relationship, sex should be a part of it if you're comfortable with it.
Sorry,
But
lipstick.
yeah, I think it should be part of it. And
Right.
it can be incorporated in a
I
healthy
think you
way.
should have intimacy in aspects of all of those little things. Like,
Yeah. At least we would need it to like balance out
Yeah.
all the different.
it's because it's that
intimacies.
interconnectedness that is like almost physically seen
Yeah.
and given.
Yeah.
And
I think for us it's exactly.
Hi.
No.
So the two couples on the line for the
No,
tiebreaker
I'm
are
not. No.
Armand and Reina, and Chloe and Ren.
Oh.
A month ago, I bought a new car, and 2 weeks ago, we were gonna have sex in a new car. My old car had like leather seats, so there's not an issue, but it had cloth. And when I woke up the next day, yes, and then I had to go to Walmart. It's still there.
Oh, I'm so, yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's still there today.
See, that's why
It was
I
a
like
rough
leather
week.
seats.
Yeah, and that's why I brought blankets today.
well, I mean, we do have sex. We had it yesterday.
still
We
has
had
it in
it
his
the day
car.
before.
That's
Talk
mostly.
about a time.
Mm-mm.
You wanna
I was gonna
the
talk about it
kitchen?
earlier. The
You want to talk
kitchen.
about the kitchen?
We went to her parents' house a couple months ago for like a celebration. And so her parents had just made food and everything, and their like couch is right behind the kitchen. And like I literally like they had just sat down, and I put Lauren like up against like the counter and was like legit eating her out with them
In
right
the
there. And then she told me
kitchen.
later that from the angle we were at, if they
Yeah.
were in the other room, they could see through into the kitchen. And
It was kind of hot
fun.
though. It was kind of hot. I'm not gonna lie.
After that astounding story, I would not say them. No. Oh, if it's them, then I'm blasted. If it's them.
The mole is still in the box and you want to keep playing, raise your hand, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Oh no.
Oh. I think for us, the couple we thought that was the mole already like stepped out like at some point. So I think at this point, me and Josh were just like overthinking.
You're just like ready.
I think we just
Yeah.
believe everyone's story. I feel like y'all have
Yeah.
all said stuff that
Everyone
like,
looks like a couple.
sounds really checked out. I was trying to like think about what like the liar was gonna say, what the Mo was gonna say, and y'all all seem like pretty legit to me. I believe everyone.
Well, after hearing that, I also feel like it's probably fine if we don't vote.
Yeah,
I
like,
think they voted
Yeah,
out.
I just
You
like
feel the
think
same way?
needed validation.
Like, no.
I just think if we keep going, we're just gonna lose money.
Yeah, and we get
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Let's stick with it, guys.
Hi, good humans. Before the big reveal, here's an even bigger shout out to our
Oh.
partner Lilo for sponsoring booze, excealing,
Oh no, I'm not buying
own
that.
page, all your boxes.
You guys are correct.
What was that
and have-
ad for?
Back to the episode.
If the box turns green, you guys are correct and have correctly voted the mole out. If the box turns red, the mole is still in there with you guys, and the mole wins all the money.
If the mole's still in there, it's
Ready?
let's do it. Yeah! It wasn't them! Yeah!
We be everyone. Good job, everyone.
Okay, and on the count of 3, the moles may step forward, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Damn.
So what's your story?
Yeah.
So I'm Muslim.
Okay.
And so like
Oh, I
sex
can't
is
even
like
tell.
not allowed at all. It's
Gotcha.
like very haram. But it's like very controversial. Like people say kissing's not allowed, and other stuff. For me, my belief, I think just like the sex, like dick inside, it's not allowed. But other than that, everything else is fine.
I feel like just because we're not intimately that way doesn't mean that he doesn't know me. I feel like just because we haven't been intimate, he knows me better than the people I have been with.
Also, when you are married, you can have sex as much as you want, and you get rewarded for it.
What's the reward?
Hey, I'm Cole, and I directed this
Gold?
episode of Odd One Out. If you like this episode and you want to see more,
Is that
subscribe
racist?
to our channel.
Because while I said that, I was thinking about leprechauns, so, like, I don't think that's racist.